This video will explain how to do math tiles for kindergarten homework. There are a variety of math tile packets that your child will be bringing home. Each packet focuses on a different math concept, and a student will work through 20 boards within each packet. So they'll work on one packet. For example, they might be bringing home an even and odd tile packet, work through 20 boards of progressing or increasing difficulty within that concept, and then they'll move on to a different packet with a different math concept. There is some information on each board that would be helpful for you to know what it means. So on the very top of the board there is a page number, and you can see here this is page number 6, so that will help you know which board they're completing. At the bottom of the page is the name of the tile packet. So this is add and add-end packet, and that way you can quickly reference what your child is working on. There are 20 boards per packet, so please start with page 1 and then proceed in order to page 20. The reason being that they get more difficult as you proceed through the packet. So each packet shows directions and examples of how to do the boards in that packet. So if your child brings a packet home that's new, or you're not sure how to do it, or someone else is helping them with homework that day, look at the first few pages of the packet, and it will look something like the pictures on this screen. It will give you some examples of how to do it and also the directions. So use that as an aid to you if you're not sure how to do the packet. This is a picture of the math tiles. Your child will use these math tiles to complete their math tile packet. So they'll take home 10 tiles from 0 to 9, and then they all are also asked to bring those tiles back to school, since we do use them during the school day as well. Their first step is to put them in order from 0 to 9, and that just helps them to keep their workspace neat and tidy, and it also helps them easily and quickly see if they are missing a tile, and we'll talk about how to use the tiles in the following slides. The next step is for the child to place correct tiles into each empty square, and please note that each tile is used only once. So if you think that a 7 should go in 2 different places, then you've probably done something incorrect and you need to check your work. Alright, so the next step after all the tiles have been correctly placed is for the student to document their work by writing the tile number in each square. So you can see that the child removed the yellow tile number 1, and in that empty box wrote with pencil the number 1, and so on and so forth. That way there's a record of their work when they bring this back to school the next day. Please make sure that children first place the tiles and then do the writing. Using the tiles first allows the student to easily switch any tiles if they're incorrectly placed, and instead of having the frustration of erasing and rewriting numbers and trying to figure out, if they used 8 more than once. So the tiles just keeps it much easier for the students. For each math board that a student completes, they get to color in one of the corresponding board numbers on their math tiles tracking sheet. So this is a picture here of a math tiles tracking sheet, and so the student Helen is working on the less than picture tiles packet, and each of the little numbers here represent one of the boards that she has successfully completed. So you can see she has colored boards 1 through 6, and so that shows that she has finished those boards, and she needs to complete boards 7 through 20. Once she has all of these numbers colored in, or all of the boards completed, that means she is finished with the less than picture tiles math packet, and she gets to move on to a new, slightly more difficult math tiles packet. The tracking sheets like this will be kept at school, but you will get to see them sent home when the child has finished the entire packet. Alright, so with the math tile packet, please keep in mind that a lot of the times the kids need to move around the tiles before the actual tile is in the correct place. So there's some problem solving that they'll need to do. So here's an example of what I mean by that. This board, you can see the arrow in the top left. A child needs to place a math tile here that is 2 less than 3. And so there's only one option that could work there. 1 is the only number that is 2 less than 3. So some questions on the packet or on the board will have only one correct answer, as this one does. However, some may have multiple answers, and you need to use the process of elimination before you figure out the tile that is left over that can go in that spot. So for example, the arrow in the middle on the right says less than 3 apples. Well, there's a couple of answers that could go there. 1 is less than 3, 0 is less than 3, 2 is less than 3. So the child will have to use the process of elimination and look at the other slots on the board before they know for sure which number can go in that slot. A few final notes on the math tiles. They'll be sent home once per week, and please make sure that you bring the tiles and the tile packs back to school, as we do work on them sometimes during the school week. Please only work on them for 10 minutes. Research shows that short, frequent bursts of practice is much better for students than a really long session. So please do not take this home, complete one packet in one sitting. Just 10 minutes is perfect for that night. Also, talk with your child and ask them to explain their thinking about how they place the math tiles. It's one thing if they're able to accurately place the tiles, but it's quite another for them to be able to talk about why they did it and express that verbally, and it's really important for kids to be able to do that in math. You can use some supports if they're stuck. Some of the supports we use in the classroom are number lines, little math counters. You could use rocks or cereal pieces, something like that, and hundreds charts. If you need some of these supplies, let me know. I have plenty of them and can email you some of those templates. And then in the homework journal, you can document the tile packet name and the pages that you completed in your homework journal. I don't care if your child spent 10 minutes on one page or if they spent 10 minutes on 3 pages. Everybody works at their own pace. Thanks so much, and let me know if you have any more questions about math tiles. I hope you enjoy doing them with your child.